2009, Valve released Left 4 Dead 2, and the entire zombie genre swarmed to it. At the time, zombies were everywhere games, movies, and more. But Left 4 Dead 2 didn't just add to the horde, it redefined the genre. This wasn't just a zombie game, it was the zombie game, and it still holds up to this day. Left 4 Dead 2 isn't just about shooting zombies, it's about surviving, but also surviving you and your friends' terrible decisions. The game drops you and three others into the middle of the apocalypse with one objective: get to safety. But it's not that simple. This game thrives on chaos and stress, forcing you and your friends to make rash or quick decisions that can cost you the game. At its core, Left 4 Dead 2 is deceptively simple, moving from point A to point B, shoot zombies, and don't die. But Valve masterfully layered complexity within these simple mechanics. The AI is a masterclass in game design, adjusting the flow of enemies, health kits, and special infected based on how well, or badly, you're doing. But what about the special infected? Each one blends horror and a separate gameplay aspect that can change the game each time you meet one. The Boomer is a walking embodiment of bad decisions, the Charger a brute-force beast that uses every tight space to torture you and ram you into a wall or off a ledge. The Jockey will ride you, off the nearest ledge or into a horde of infected. And the Spitter can corner you and force you to rotate around the map. Then there's the Witch, a masterpiece of game design. She's not just a boss, she's a decision point. Do you risk startling her for a shortcut or take the long way, in which you are almost certainly going to alert a horde anyway, and get slammed by a tank? This is why the multiplayer takes such a crucial part in the game. Meeting a witch with 2 players is vastly different than meeting one with 4. Do you take the horde or delay the horde? That's the decision you make when you encounter a witch. If you've played Left 4 Dead 2 solo, you've only experienced half of the game. The real magic is in multiplayer, where the game becomes truly chaotic and humorous. You'll have one friend who takes everything too seriously, another who's there to grief the team, and someone who keeps dying. And if you play the game solo, you have to experience some of the worst AI in gaming. I mean, the AI for the enemies is great, and the whole game is an AI masterclass. Aside from the NPCs that you play with, they're actually some of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, versus mode flips the script entirely. You and your squad of special infected get to plan ambushes, coordinated attacks, and most importantly, laugh maniacally as a Charger sends somebody flying off a bridge. It's a masterclass in asymmetrical multiplayer that still hasn't been topped, changing the way you interact with the game and its mechanics, layering a new understanding of the infected, allowing you to truly get a grasp of everything the game offers. Left 4 Dead 2 didn't just change the zombie genre, it changed how we think about co-op games. Valve created a system where every playthrough feels unique, thanks to the AI director and the unpredictable nature of your own teammates. It's the replayability that turned Left 4 Dead 2 into an addicting game that people still play today in every corner of the world. The modding community also played a huge role in the game's longevity, like a lot of Steam games. Want to fight Shrek as a tank? Done. Replace all the zombies with Teletubbies? The mods are really endless, and they've kept the game alive long after its initial release, allowing for new experiences. Valve's own support and free campaign expansions allowed the game to thrive by expanding the game's simple story and witty dialogue until the end of the game's update style, by providing very good and short campaign, little bite-sized things that you can play with your friends anytime, anywhere. What makes Left 4 Dead so good is simple perfection. The mechanics are easy to learn but hard to master. The pacing is relentless while also balanced, and the chaos is just another part of the game loop, allowing for near-endless replayability. Remember when you startled the witch and somehow survived? These moments are at the heart of Left 4 Dead 2. It's also a game that knows exactly what it wants to be. There is no unnecessary battle royale with a Batman skin, or no convoluted upgrade trees or 40-hour campaigns. It's pure zombie mayhem, and it's a lot better because of it. Left 4 Dead 2 is more than just a game. It's a rite of passage for anybody who loves co-op games. It's a masterpiece of design that still holds up to this day, a decade and a half later. Whether you're battling hordes or outsmarting a special infected, every moment in Left 4 Dead 2 feels unforgettable. I rate this game 4 witches crying out of 1 football coach with diabetes.